Clear scramble into 210 now.
Okay, so here we are lined up at the hold short line for runway 17. We just got our takeoff clearance. We had to wait for another aircraft to come in. And the conditions, as you can see, VFR, real nice conditions here at Tacoma Narrows. And I just wanted to illustrate in the video, we're just flying 15 miles away, 15 nautical miles to the northwest, and how different the conditions are there, even though the reporting conditions at the destination airport, which is Bremerton National, were VFR. But by the time we got there, it changed to marginal VFR, and I just wanted to kind of give you a sense of what that's like. You want to certainly maintain visual contact with the airport environment. You don't want to go into the clouds and lose visual reference to the horizon. You want to maintain VFR, obviously. But we were still able to get in there without any difficulty. So here we are again, climbing out to, normally we would climb out to about 300 feet shy of pattern altitude, which here at Tacoma Narrows is 1,300. But in this case, the controller extended my upwind leg because there was other air traffic coming in. So I had to cut that part of the video out because it was a long, kind of a long upwind leg. And here we're making our right turn out to the northwest direct to Bremerton. And I want to figure out a way to incorporate my for-flight display into the videos. Learning as I go along. It's very tedious putting these videos together, and I'm learning a little bit every time I do it. So right now I'm narrating into the video, which I hadn't done before. Finally figured out where and how to mount the GoPro camera. It's under the left wing, as you can see, right on, mounted onto the tie down. And it's I'm set to 4K, which is a wide-angle view, and I tilt it just far enough down where it just barely captures the wing and the upper portion of the video, and I think that looks kind of cool. I also found a way to stabilize it. It was very shaky initially, so I've got a rubber dampener, and I've rotated it upward toward the wing against that rubber dampener, and it sort of kind of dampens the, there you can see runway 17 off to the right there, so we're on the downwind leg for our departure. Yeah, so there's not as much shake, which I was experiencing. A lot of trial and error. I also sometimes mounted on the tail tie down. The disadvantage of that is you see the fuselage of the aircraft in the upper portion of the video. And at night, the strobe, the belly strobe, kind of overwhelms the camera. So pretty happy with where it is now. The only thing is, if I fly into an airport where I have to tie it down, I just have to remove the GoPro mount, which is not an issue. So here I transition. I kind of cut some of that deadhead portion of the flight out. And here you can see the cloud layer just sort of laying in there, and you can see the airport lights there right at about 12 o'clock, and the airport beacon just to the right of those lights. So I know we're able to get in there. I can see the airport fine, but you know, clearly the conditions are different here. If you look at the cloud ceilings here, they're probably right around 2,500-ish, and then you have this layer of clouds laying in there. So here I'm approaching and planning for landing runway 20, and I'm planning on entering into the downwind leg on the 45. So again, I want to maintain the visual contact with the ground and with the airport. So here I'm entering into the downwind leg, and I ended up doing a shortened approach because if I did a standard normal pattern, it would have put me into a cloud layer. So I had to shorten my approach. So I'm all set up for the landing here. Fuel pump's on, landing light is on. Set to the fullest tank, primer in and locked. And mixture set to full rich. So here I'm on my downwind leg, getting ready to turn base. Constantly evaluating the cloud layers and where it is that I need to turn to stay clear. There you can see the belly strobe. I installed LED belly strobe and tail strobe. Super bright, kind of overwhelming, but sometimes you're flying at night, you see the tail strobe illuminating off the wings. It doesn't bother me, but some pilots actually put tape over the forward forward part of the lens to reduce the amount of light that they get on the wings for a low-wing aircraft. Sometimes that can be troublesome. So here we are on our base leg, and then I cut it short to a short. I kind of shortened the leg and went in on my final at close to a 45 instead of straight in. Again, to stay clear of any clouds and maintain visual reference with the horizon and the airport. This was probably right about rush hour. People all driving home from work. See quite a bit of traffic out on the state highways. It actually turned out to be a super beautiful night for flying. So I went in here, got some fuel. So fueled up, taxied right back out, took off, and returned to Tacoma Narrows. So I included just short clips of the return trip as well. And I included this full approach again to show you what it's like to fly into an airport with marginal VFR conditions. And there's the sun setting off to the west. And there you can see the approach lighting system. Airport beacon off there to the left. It's a beautiful airport, Bremerton National. Very well maintained, nice runway, clearly marked, nice facilities. One thing is there wasn't any wind. Usually when there's fog conditions, it's because there's no wind to push it out. So here we are on the ground, and here in a second we're going to transition the video to just pulling up to the fuel pumps. Sun setting over there, and you'll see in probably just not more than 15 to 20 minute span from the time I filled the tanks up to taxiing over to runway 20 how dark it got. So here we are holding short runway 20 at Bravo. There was a helicopter in there doing helicopter operations, and we were the only two out there at the time. So you can see the belly strobe is not too overwhelming here with this video, but when I had the GoPro mounted on the tail tie down, it was overwhelming because it illuminated the whole belly of the aircraft, and it sort of overwhelmed the video. this is where I'll have it mounted from now on. And my goal too is get a second GoPro and have one in the cockpit. And the other thing is I might have mentioned earlier, I need to figure out a way to get cockpit communications and incorporate those into the video. Now I've got a new headset. It's the Zulu 3, Lightspeed Zulu 3, which has Bluetooth capability. And they've got an app, I think it's called FlightLink. And with FlightLink, you can record all of your internal communications and external communications in the aircraft, and it saves them. And so what I might do is just record that and upload it to the video when I create the videos in the editor. That way you'll have the comms that coincide with the flight. So here we're just making our left turn out direct toward Tacoma Narrows. The tower's still open at Tacoma Narrows. They close they're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. So here I just transition the video, cut out a bunch of the deadhead portion between Bremerton and Tacoma Narrows. And here we're flying over Gig Harbor, making our right turn, and we were cleared for direct runway 17. Turned out to be an absolutely beautiful night for flying. Yeah, you can see the stars up there, so it became super clear. So here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a lot of simulator flying IFR for training purposes. It saves a lot of fuel and time in the airplane. As much as I enjoy flying the airplane, I love the simulator really just as much. So I fly a lot of simulator to become proficient in procedures, communications, instrument flight, and it helped a great deal. And after that, I'll take my instrument proficiency check, and so I'll become IFR current again. I let my IFR currency lapse. That way I can get up and fly a lot more often this time of year, where it stays clouded in quite a bit. Sometimes it's just a low cloud layer, and you just need to get an IFR clearance and punch through it to get above it and into VFR conditions. There's a lot of days I'm not able to fly right now because I'm not IFR current. So that's my next goal. Now we are lined up for 17, see the approach lighting system. So on the airplane, let's see, I've had it since October 1st, and I've done all the lights I upgraded, everything now in LED, the landing light, the navigation lights, the tail and belly strobes, even the internal lights, the panel light is LED, map lights LED, dome light. They draw a lot less amperage, they're brighter, and they pretty much last forever. They'll probably outlast me in the airplane. Love the landing light. It's far brighter than the incandescent bulb that I had in there, and it draws probably less than a quarter of the amperage. Again, down here there was very little wind. Nice flying night. So here in a minute I'm going to transition the video just to show you the pulling into the hangars over there. I do hangar the airplane. I had it tied up outside, and then finally identified a hangar to rent. It's something you really want in the winter around here with all the ringing. It's been super cool, able to work on the airplane regardless of the weather. So here we are coming up to the hangar, and then we'll make a right turn, and we'll end the video there. So again, the main goal was just to show you flying in marginal VFR conditions, landing at an airport under those conditions. that's it. Once again, I appreciate you joining me, and look forward to seeing you again next time.